Hi, good morning to all. Today we discuss about linear array of n isotropic point sources. Here we consider n isotropic sources. In the previous case, we consider two isotropic point sources, but here we discuss about n isotropic point sources. We consider a linear array of n identical isotropic point sources. They are arranged along the z-axis, that is shown in this figure. Let D be the spacing between adjacent sources. D be the spacing between adjacent sources. Then we consider a point P, that is a far distance point. We want to measure the electric field intensity at that point. Here we consider n identical isotropic point sources. We consider the phase difference due to path difference and due to current phase. So the total electric field at the point P, it is given by E0 into e raised to j 0 psi. Why we use 0 psi here? Because just to check the figure, here first source, that is coincide with the origin. Okay, the first source is coincide with the origin. We know that psi is the phase difference between adjacent sources. So first source is at the origin. So the phase difference is taken as a 0 when we consider the second source. So with respect to first source, the phase difference is psi. Okay, if we consider the third source with respect to origin or the first source, the phase difference is 2 psi. If we consider the fourth source with respect to origin, the phase difference is 3 psi. Like that, if we consider nth source, what is the phase difference with respect to the origin? That is the first source at the origin. That is n minus 1 psi. Okay, so add that phase difference also. So total electric field can be represented as E is equal to E0 into e raised to j0 psi, because the first source is at the origin, plus E0 into e raised to j1 psi, plus E0 into e raised to j2 psi, plus E0 into e raised to j3 psi. Like that, we have n sources, so we have n minus 1 psi up to. So that is taken as the first equation, where E0 is the amplitude of any point source at P. Then the phase difference psi can be represented as beta d cos theta plus delta, where beta d cos theta is the phase difference due to path difference and delta is due to current phase. And we can rearrange this first equation, take E0 outside, so E is equal to E0 into the remaining terms. That is written as second equation. We want to rearrange the equation. For that, we multiply both sides by e raised to j psi. So you will get an equation 3. Next, 3 minus 2. Next, we go for 3 minus 2. So you will get an equation like this: E into e raised to j psi minus 1 equal to E0 into e raised to jn psi minus 1. From that, you can get the electric field E is equal to E0 into e raised to jn psi minus 1 divided by e raised to j psi minus 1. We can modify the equation like this. From the numerator term, we take e raised to jn psi by 2 outside, and from the denominator term, we take e raised to j psi by 2 outside. And we can rearrange this equation like this: e raised to jn minus 1 psi by 2. And within the bracket, here it can be represented as, numerator term can be represented as 2j sine n psi by 2, and denominator can be represented as 2j sine psi by 2. So we can cancel out the terms, and finally you will get an equation like this: E0 into e raised to j n minus 1 psi by 2 into sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2, where we can represent n minus 1 into psi by 2 as 5. So final equation is E is equal to E0 into e raised to j 5 into sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2. This antenna array is placed symmetrically with respect to origin, then the factor e raised to j5 can be eliminated. So the equation will be modified like this: E is equal to E0 into sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2, where the factor sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2 is termed as array factor or 2 degree factor. Sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2 is termed as array factor or 2 degree factor. And the maximum electric field will be appear when psi is equal to 0. We know that the electric field will be the superposition of the field due to each sources, and its value will be maximum when psi is equal to 0. Okay, so we can find the maximum electric field by taking psi tends to 0. Here Emax is equal to limit psi tends to 0, E0 into sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2. When we substitute psi is equal to 0, it will be 0 by 0 form. So we can use the identity here. We know that limit theta tends to 0, sine theta by theta is equal to 1. So we can rearrange the equation like this. In the numerator, we multiply and divided by n psi by 2. So this is in the form of sine theta by theta form. So when psi is equal to 0, this term will become 1. Then in the denominator term, we multiply and divided by psi by 2. So this is also in sine theta by theta form. When psi tends to 0, this become 1. Then finally you will get n into E0. That is the maximum electric field intensity. So we can find its a normalized value as En is equal to E by E max. So you will get final answer is sine n psi by 2 divided by n into sine psi by 2. In short, we can written as En is equal to array factor by n. Array factor is sine n psi by 2 divided by sine psi by 2. That divided by n, you will get the normalized electric field intensity. Okay, you must remember this equation. Normalized electric field intensity En is equal to sine n psi by 2 divided by n into sine psi by 2. That's all. Okay, thank you.